Hi friends, tonight we are going to relax and unwind with a gentle sequence of yoga poses, all designed to just help us let go of some of the tension from the day and get the mind and body ready for that restful night's sleep that we all so much deserve. So let's get started in a child's pose today. We'll meet on the mat and I'll see you there. Hi friends, welcome to Kim Khan Yoga. Tonight we've got a nice little yoga practice for an evening wind down. So if you had a busy day, looking to just relax and relieve a little bit of tension, this is a great class for you. We're going to get started in a child's pose. So before we get down on our mat, make sure you have a strap or even just a long towel that you can utilize towards the end of our practice. If you need to go get that, you can pause the video now. A belt or something long like that would work as well in place of a yoga strap. So to go ahead and get started, let's get on all fours and meet with the knees nice and wide. Big toes are going to come to touch and just starting to arrive into our space. Send the hips to the heels and let the chest melt down towards your mat. Forehead resting, fingertips reaching out long, and take a big breath in. Feel the torso expand. Open mouth, exhale, sigh out the breath, and just let the shoulders relax. Just taking full rounds of breath here, noticing where the belly fills up. And exhales where you can invite softening to the body. Maybe finding a word to carry with you this evening through our practice. One that maybe you want to embody a little deeper, quality or characteristic. We'll take it just a few rounds of breath here. Envision breathing in that intention, that one word, as it fills and embodies. And the exhales, just allowing yourself to be exactly where you're at on your mat. Last 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, we'll start to invite movement, shifting forward nice and slow, making your way to all fours, hugging the knees back in through center, and just making your way to a seated or kneeling position here. You can drop hips to heels, or if sitting, easy sit, crossed ankles is your jam. Do what feels best for you here. We'll meet with the hands out to the side body wherever you're at and work to find that crown of your head. Pull it tall, feel the spine lengthen. And let the shoulders fall from the ears, just relaxing a little bit more. And on an exhale, chin to chest. And when you get there, taking a deep breath in, notice the space along the back of your neck. And the exhale, shoulders softening just a little deeper. Full breath in. Full breath out. Exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And let the inhale lengthen the left side of your neck. Good. Next inhale starts to turn the nose upward, chin lifts. So taking a little circle here, pause. One breath in, open the front of the throat. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Pausing to notice the inhale open the right side of your neck. Full breath in. Exhale, starting to drop chin back towards chest. And let's take a full circle here. Inhale, nose turns up. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time, we'll switch it out. Inhale, lifting you up. Exhale, rotating chin down to pause. And switch it out. Inhale as the nose turns upward. Exhale as you drop the nose down. Go ahead and pause anywhere you feel you want to take an extra breath. Find a little more relaxation. Maybe even iron out a little kink you feel in the shoulder or neck. We'll take one more circle, meeting chin to chest on the exhale. And on the inhale, lifting upwards through the chin, bring the fingertips high up overhead, biceps frame your face. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause here for one breath in. Ground yourself in the exhale, become fully present on your mat in your practice as we start to invite more movement to your spine. We'll meet on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tabletop position. And it's starting to invite movement into the spine through our cat-cow. And inhale, drop down through your belly. Gaze comes forward, tailbone lifts up. Exhale, chin to chest, round through your back. Tuck the tailbone under, push through your shoulder blades. Take 2 or 3 more rounds, feeling free to add any intuitive movement that might feel good for you. Inhale's dropping the belly. Exhale, round through the back. So just these gentle movements into the spine, which connect shoulders all the way down to the hips to start to let some of that tension escape. And just adding on what feels good. It might be little wags left and right. Maybe you send the hips back to the heels once more. Some circles in the shoulders, the wrists. Good. Meeting back in your neutral spine. Walk hands towards the body. We're going to all meet back in that kneeling position. And this time coming upwards on the knees. We'll let the inhale sweep our arms up overhead. Right hand grabs left elbow. Exhale, lean to your right. Big breath in, opening the left side. Slow breath out. Inhale up through center, reach high. Exhale, left hand, right elbow, lean to your left. Breathing into the right side body for one breath in. One breath out. Good, reach back up. Take a seat, swinging legs off to the side. We're going to kick our right foot out, leaving the left foot pulled into the right thigh. Right hand outside of your right thigh. Inhale, left arm up high. Exhale, lean to your right. Nice little seated side stretch here. Letting the inhales start to open up through the left side. Sometimes that side body gets a little neglected here. We want to give love to the lats. Great for bringing length to the spine. We've been sitting all day. Sometimes we slouch. One more big breath in here. Good. Slow breath out. Good. Let the inhale reach you up overhead. Hug your right foot in. And then send the left leg long. Right foot hugging into the inner left thigh. Left hand outside of the left knee. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, lean towards those left toes. Just finding that nice lateral lean here. Inhale's opening the right side body. Bringing in that fresh oxygen to the spaces of our body that are tight so that we can replace that fresh restorative energy. Letting go of the tension as the exhale leans out. So breathing in that new, letting go of that old staleness. Good. Inhale, lift on up. Dropping the right hand, hug your left foot in. Knees come through center, and let's send our feet long to the top of our mat. 2 straight legs here. Find your sitting bones, get nice and comfortable. Bringing the hands outside of the hips, the spine gets nice and tall as you roll your shoulders away from the ears. And I want you to visualize your spine here. How tall can you get through the posture? Nice long spine. Notice anywhere you've got slouching. Maybe it's the shoulders or the lower back. Let's get nice and tall here. And when you feel like you're nice and tall, start to push the hands into the mat. Notice the shoulders pulling a little further away from the ears, letting some of that stress and tension move from the shoulders. And on your inhale, start to circle the arms high, lengthening the spine, almost like there were hands at the top pulling you up. And on the exhale, drop your arms shoulder height. Reach towards your toes, the palms facing down. Big breath in to re-lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hinge in your hips. Keep your arms and your back straight here. So it might just be like 1/4 of an inch. Let the fingertips land and let the inhale lengthen the spine. Create space in the front of both hips. And then on the exhale, hinge a little deeper. Let the fingertips crawl forward to re-lengthen through your arms. One more inhale, lengthen the spine. Make space at the front of your hip hinge. Exhale, hinge a little deeper. This time, round through your back, chin to chest. Let the head hang heavy. And you can stay here or invite a deeper opening to the lower back by bending through the knees, maybe lifting the chest slightly so that thigh and belly connect. This allows that hinge to open the lower back. Let the torso drape over the legs. Let the arms relax. Full breath in wherever you're at. Notice how the back body starts to open along the spine. And the exhales allow you to empty and get deeper and deeper into the gravity that this stretch offers. Maybe the head gets a little heavier. Each inhale, expanding your back body. And each exhale, allowing the tension to fall away, one breath at a time. Staying here for a few more breaths. Maybe allowing your intention, that one word you found at the beginning of the class, fill the lungs, sending oxygen and that intention to every part of your body. Exhales, allowing that intention to soak in to the body, to the subconscious. One more big inhale. Open mouth exhale, maybe make some noise here. Allowing your next inhale to lift the gaze forward, right past your big toes as the chin lifts up. And the hands walk towards the body, working to keep the spine straight as you lift and unhinge from the hips. Bending through your knees, we'll slide down towards our back. Bring your strap or your towel with you. Wherever you're at, we'll set that to the side. And make your way onto your back nice and slow, hugging knees towards the chest. Take some small circles, resetting the lower back, both directions. Maybe it's simple little rocks left and right. But once you feel that lower back settled into your mat, we'll reach our arms out to a T, finding a 90-degree angle in the legs. Allow a full breath to fill your belly. And the exhale to drop your knees over to the right, finding a supine twist, working to stack the knees, ankles, and feet. And the inhale to make its way down to the belly. And the exhale, surrender into the twist. Let the left shoulder soften. And maybe even allow the gaze to find your left fingertips for full spinal rotation. Allowing each breath to bring space into the spine. And each exhale, twisting a little deeper, wringing out any leftover tension. Take 2 or 3 more full breaths here. Just simply working to let the tummy expand and the spine rotation to just soften and relax. Relax through your knees, ankles. And when you're ready, we'll start to unravel by letting the first breath in, lift our gaze back up to the ceiling. And on your next inhale, allowing one knee at a time to come up through center as you bring hands back to your kneecaps. Take any adjustments to the lower back and bring the arms back out wide to a T. Knees at a 90-degree angle. Full breath in. Exhale for your twist to your left side. Knees drop left. Right shoulder softens. And you send the breath all the way to the belly. And the exhale, relaxing at the ankles, the knees, hips, all the way to the right shoulder. Maybe allowing the gaze to find the right fingertips. Inhales, bringing space all along the back body. And exhales, just surrender. Let yourself fall into the pose. Resistance, leaving the body with each exhale. Last 2 breaths here. Fill up nice and big. And sigh it out. Gaze comes up. Knees pull through center. Again, meeting knees towards the chest, hands to the knees, little rocks left and right. Readjusting through the back body. And start to drop the soles of the feet to the mat. Knees have a natural bend as we drop the knees wide and bring the soles of the feet together for a supine butterfly pose. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. Allowing inhales to fill up all the way to the hand on your belly. And sigh it out. Feet can slide towards the edge of the mat or even squeeze closer in. Kind of choosing where feels best for the inner groin area. We've got stretching here. And maybe even opening through the chest further, bringing the arms out to a T. Or really inviting that full body opening on the front side by reaching arms up and overhead. We've got a few rounds of breath here to just explore what feels most natural for your body, where you want to open up, maybe let go of a little tightness. Let's take 2 more breaths here. If your arms are up overhead, you can start to circle them underneath the outer edges of your thighs. We'll all meet holding the outside of our thighs Letting the inhale aid the knees. Lift up through center using the hands to get there. And then work to find your strap, your towel, belt, whatever you found today. And we're going to do a little legs up the wall. Great for draining our lymphatic system, getting our blood circulation going. Opposite direction, nourishing all the organs, the gut. Sending both feet straight up in the air, toes point towards the face for a nice little calf stretch. Maybe pointing the toes to get into the shins. Maybe a little back and forth or rolling of the ankles. You can always bring the hands behind the legs to maybe give the hamstrings a deeper stretch. Or if you would like to use your towel, you can bend through the knees, bringing the strap or towel to the soles of the feet, sending the legs straight up in the air, using the arms as leverage, how deep you'd like the stretch, working to keep your legs straight. We've got our strap. I invite you to walk hands up the strap so you've got two straight arms, keeping the tailbone nice and flat to the mat, bending the elbows to add depth to this pose. Big breath in. Control the breath out. Good. 2 more breaths here. Good. If we've got our strap, we'll soften the grip. We can all start to bend through the knees. Setting the strap down, you can hug your knees towards your chest. Start to squeeze into a nice tight ball, tucking chin inward. Big breath in, squeeze as tight as you can. And let the exhale invite Shavasana to the body. Arms and legs out long, nice and wide. Let the body absorb your practice, all of the energy to restore the mind, bringing some clarity, some quiet to our thoughts. Just noticing the weight of your feet, the calves against the mat. Taking a little adjustment to the hips, shoulders. Just finding stillness for these next few moments. To just simply let every piece of your practice soak in. Letting your intention, that one word you had at the beginning of class, embed a little deeper into your mind. As you simply lie here in your stillness, doing absolutely nothing, trusting that I will awaken you when class has ended. When you're ready to start bringing some movement back to the body, you can wiggle the toes and fingers. Roll through wrists and ankles. And just hug the knees back towards the chest. Rolling through one side, letting your bottom arm act as a pillow. One more breath in. Let it go. Using your top arm to lift you back up. Ending practice in a seated position. Working to keep your eyes closed when you arrive. Bringing the hands to the heart. Find some movement in the palms, building some heat and energy, maybe going a little faster. And then as you pause, feel the heat built between the hands and bring the heel of your hand over the eyes, fingertips rolling over the forehead, resting at the hairline, eyes covered, giving that optic eye nerve just a moment to relax. Bring in the energy just built between your palms, helping calm the nervous system and prepare the body for a restful night's sleep. Staying here again as long as you like, or allowing the hands to release through the eyes, dropping hands to your heart. Together we close practice as we bow to say namaste.